everyone. Welcome to the Dice Corner. It's been a
Hello.
while, I know. I'm sorry. We've planned on having a session recently, but it was not possible, unfortunately. Today, however, I'm going to bring you the very first session of a campaign called Balance. Before we get into it, though, I would like to talk about a few things. My first announcement is that for this campaign, we are fully partnered with the Hearth. If you go to twitch.tv/explosheep_ at the beginning of each stream, there will be exclusive content that will not be found over on this channel. In addition, as always, we are still sponsored by Summit Comics and Games. If you are a nerd like we are and you live in the Lansing, Michigan or Fort Wayne, Indiana area, make sure to swing by there and check them out.
All right, you heard it. They are partnered with me. So this is the exclusive content you're coming here for. I am writing an HTML book called The Adventure Journal of Arbor Fern. Arbor Fern is my character. You see his character sheet right here. I'm working on a more respectable scene. I'm going to have a little centaur dude, maybe sprite on the bottom with some art, forest area, just something to, and have this more center focused. So I'm going to start on the Adventure Journal of Arbor Fern. Now, today, we're going to be focusing on what happens before we all get together, and then after, and then we're going to join the session again. Oop. All right. So now this is Arbor speaking to you guys, even though we're the same person. I hadn't seen my son Herb come home last night. I assumed that he was tied up in the work he does for the elders, taking care of the pendulum. However, I woke up to unusual silence, almost deafening, as Finch was not there to sing. With Finch gone and Herb missing, I knew something had gone wrong. I asked around, but no one knew of his whereabouts. Hungry, as I had forgotten my breakfast in the panic, I sat down to eat. After breakfast, I received a message that Herb had run off. The messenger stated that Herb had a heated debate on the state of the pendulum with his higher-ups. Herb saw a massive sudden shift and thought that a hero must be found. The elders disagreed and dismissed him. In frustration, Herb must have ran off, in search of a hero. Now my journey begins. I have never written a journal before today. Sylvia, my wife, gave this to me, as she had a feeling that my search for my son will tie me up into something that is much larger than I. I fear that I may never see my family again. Today, I found a ship to take me mainland. Following every clue I can find, I come to a city where through the bustling of the crowd, I hear a familiar song. Finch laying on top of a pile of rubble, I find that my son had been killed by whatever great creature destroyed this wall. Among the rubble, I find a young man, anxiously clawing at the rubble. With the furrowed brow and tearful eyes, he turns to hitting the rocks and wood. He lets out a piercing cry, saying, "Father." As his rage turned into fear, I went up to him and laid by his side. In an attempt to comfort him, I put my arms around him and recited a short excerpt of a poem. Some things lost, some things gained, but we shall all return to nature at the end of the day. I followed it by telling him I too lost someone close to me. I have lost my son. I will share this sorrow with you and guide you through this death. As I did, Finch sang his song, which cheered me up a bit. I do not know if the boy even heard it, though, as he still was distraught. I asked him if I could help him home. His response of whatever is left of it deeply saddened me. And that's the journal for today. That's the journal entry. All right. Oh. So I'm back. I'm back. Hello, guys. Thank you. I as soon as Dan. Oh, sorry, Dan. Hi. Everyone say it at once. All right, I'll go first. My name is Eric, also known as Explosheep, and in this campaign, I am known as Arbor. Egg. His name is Egg. Egg. Arbor would call you Egg, so I'm gonna call you Egg. Let's go. All right. Oh, wait. My side couldn't hear you because I had desktop audio muted.
Yeah,
all right. Can we do
Technical
that?
difficulties on the first D&D
Can we-
stream. Let's go.
Can we do that really quickly? All right. So
Yeah, but now
I'll
Ryan
start
can
off then.
go.
Hello, my name is Shore Factor. On my end, the Dice Corner at twitch.tv/the Dice Corner is a host of D&D campaigns, including now this one. I will be the DM, in case that wasn't obvious. Eric?
my name is Eric. You're watching my channel. Welcome to Disney. My name is Eric, and welcome to Explosheep. Also, I'm Arbor, and you can see the character sheet. Also, you heard my introduction already. Brandon.
Wait, we're doing this all again?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Christ. I'm Brandon, also known as Titan MVP, also known as, in this game,
Egg.
Sinjoskeg.
Egg.
Egg.
Sinjoskeg.
Or Snowbeard, if you prefer.
Or Sinjoskeg, actually. Oh, Sinjoskeg. That actually sounds a lot better.
Sinjoskeg,
Sinjoskeg.
yes. There you go.
Sinjoskeg.
It's also correct, but I wasn't going to correct you on your character's name.
Sasuke is that?
Sinjoskeg.
Also, it's always been Sinjoskeg.
Senyosuke.
Sinjoskeg. Ah, there we go.
Anyway,
Hi,
Ryan.
I'm Ryan, also known as the Leftover Boomer, and in this game I'll be called Aristides.
And I am Dan, otherwise known as Dan, and I'll be playing as Volma Norleth.
Bulber Norleth.
Ryan's chat's getting some extra content. He gets to hear our introductions
You get to
twice.
hear it twice, and you got to hear all of that content when every player was server muted. It was great.
Ah, yes.
Wait, did they get to hear Arbor's thing?
I muted you for that. I
I
purposely
did.
did not let
I
them hear
heard-
that.
I heard Arbor stuff.
Cool.
Yeah,
You
no
were,
duh.
you were,
Arbor-
you
Arbor-
were supposed to hear it.
Streaming.
Yeah, you were supposed to hear me say it. Because that cat, like... Alright, I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. For most of Arbor stuff, I tell Ryan about it, so he okays it, right? So, basically what I'm doing is I'm giving you a synopsis of stuff that's happening. So you know where you are at the beginning of each campaign. I mean, Ryan will probably do it anyway, but like, you know. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started.
All right.
Let's get started, shall we? Now, the players know this, but the viewers don't. So, let me pull your attention south of our usual destination on the continent, or on the world of Grow, to a small island known as Ishar. Ishar is a largely wooded region, with only a few clearings in the north and a mostly left alone lake in the south. Ishar's trees and thick forests are not to be trifled with, though. Monsters lurk around potentially every corner in every shadow. Because of this, 3 main cities have arisen in the entire history of the island. These 3 bastions of civilization are known by their names, but many view them as nothing more than legend, as they have no proof of their existence. Travel between these 3 cities is very, very treacherous, just as any travel would be throughout these woods. The trails are old at best and at worst gone. The 3 cities of Anissa, Ozaklas, and Taver stand as reminders to their people of safety. But scattered between these 3 cities are nomadic tribes looking to survive, nameless, faceless, and could be gone at a moment's notice. However, we will start in the city of Taver. Who would like to introduce themselves first?
Rock, paper, scissors, mirror.
What's happening? Where am I?
What?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm not home anymore. What's his face? Yeah, his mom let me sleep over.
Wait, what?
Arbor, if you'd like to describe yourself.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I guess.
Would you like to describe how Arbor looks?
I will describe how Arbor looks. All right, let's do this. All right, so Arbor is a 7-foot centaur who wields a quarterstaff, has a necklace on his neck, and has long curly hair, feathered hooves, a very dark brown horse body, a thick beard, and tattoos on his arm. And the tattoos are resembling the cantrips that he knows. And when he casts them, the tattoos do stuff. Nothing that really affects gameplay, they just do things. Do you want a more detailed explanation, or is that good?
It'll do for now.
Green eyes. There you go, green eyes.
The
Oh,
explanation was as detailed as you wanted it to be.
okay.
Okay, who's next?
I could say wait and what have
I
you.
think me, because he's in my house.
Yo.
Okey-dokey.
So, as you wake up, Arbor,
Yes.
find yourself in a house that you slowly
I'm
remember.
sorry, I forgot Ryan's character's name. Can I quickly
You
write?
slowly remember why you're there. You
Yeah.
saved a young lad named Aristides.
Thanks.
And
Aristides. Wake up. It's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast.
Okay.
Aristides, would you
are you
like to
cooking?
describe yourself?
Yes, I will. I will
have
cook
a picture
breakfast.
of my character if you want to use.
I would like to hear a description if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, damn. So my I am a half elf. My mother is half wood elf. My father was half high elf. I'm 20 years old. I have wavy dark brown hair. It's a little bit longer. It's like about at my shoulders. I'm 6'2", and I have a very scruffy beard and with bluish green eyes.
All right. Well then,
Aristides, what do you want for breakfast?
It depends on what my mother has.
What does your mother have? I don't live
I don't.
here.
I it's I think we use steak and eggs.
I'll do eggs. I don't eat much steak very often. So
I think
I'll
I
do
can see
eggs.
why.
Um, yes, let's do eggs. How do you want your eggs?
Scrambled.
Scrambled. Okay. I'll get to cooking.
Also salt and pepper. Don't forget that.
You have spices?
We're not savages.
How rich are you to have spices?
It's salt and pepper.
Yeah, but spices are rare, kid. They're not easily found.
It's salt and pepper.
Yeah, pepper is pretty.
This is actually true. Salt is pretty rare.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah.
actually didn't know that.
Salt. There's a reason that it's called. There's a reason that there's a saying, "You're worth your salt."
Yeah.
Um,
Or the saying every grain of every grain of salt or whatever. That comes from Roman times when they would count grains of salt. Yeah, salt is extremely rare, and pepper is from India.
and we're not on Earth.
We're not on Earth, but also we're on the equivalent of Scotland.
Yeah, you basically
Like-
are on Ireland.
Like we're
There's
not
not that
getting
much.
pepper. We don't have spice. We might have rosemary or mint
Those would be
Lavin-
much more common.
and lavender,
Who
I
puts
would
meat
say.
in their eggs.
All right.
Regardless,
Anyway, kid, you have spices?
Yeah.
Where did you get this? Your mom must
You might
know
have to
some
ask
people.
my
Yeah, your mom must
Yeah.
know some people. This is the first time I've ever.
Don't make it sound shady, please. It's really not.
Was your father higher up in the military?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was.
Maybe
definitely-
maybe he was able to secure some, and that's why
I
you
mean,
have your
he
spices.
He did bring home a lot of the money that we have now.
Did he travel often?
Every few months, he'd probably be gone for about like 2 or 3 months, and he'd stay for about 6.
I'm surprised he even survived out in those woods. Those woods hold some pretty dangerous things.
I mean, when you have a half wood elf like my mom, then you're pretty much good.
So your mother went. Is she in the military? Is she in the guard?
She was, but
She was.
when she was pregnant with me, she had to leave. So,
That makes
and
sense.
then she never went back.
Never went back. Well,
She found herself to be more comfortable at home, caring for me and my father.
your eggs are ready.
Cool,
All right.
because I am starving.
After yesterday, I sure you are.
Yep. God, I don't even think I had dinner last night.
All right, and I'm just gonna say
Anyway, who
that
cares,
Arbor.
eggs?
I think Arbor. I'm just gonna say that Arbor and Aristides eat their eggs as Finch watches in horror.
Arbor, is it?
It's Arbor, yes.
What was your?
my son's name? Herb.
What was he like?
Oh, you're talking to me in character. I was out of character. Hold on. I was just narrating what's happening. I was talking about I was saying I was just gonna like give it back to Ryan because we've been doing this for a bit. So But I'll do that. Herb was an interesting kid. He was much more focused on studies than I was. He quickly grasped the idea of druidic magic, unlike most in our small, or not, I guess, not so small civilization. He soon became arrogant and thought he knew better than those who have been practicing for decades. And because of this, he went out on his own, thinking he could prove himself to everyone back home, to show that he knew what was best and knew what to do. Sadly, I didn't even get to see him the night before he left. He left in a rage, and the last time I saw him before that was 2 mornings before he left. And then I showed up here to find Finch still alive, but Herb gone. He was a prodigy. He would have been a great druid. He would have been a great elder. But he flew too close to the sun. And it burned.
Yeah. I feel like in some ways your son and I would have gotten along, because you have no idea how much my mom says I'm very thick-headed and arrogant.
You were there, right? You saw what happened?
I saw from a distance the smoke and the flames, but all I saw was my father running out the door as someone was calling his name, and my mother was trying to stop him from leaving. But
I don't know if there was
because
smoke in. I don't know if it was what it was that attacked, as all I saw was rubble. All I could take in the moment was the fact that my son was dead. I didn't even get to see him. He was underneath all the rubble. But I just knew. If Finch left his side, something went wrong.
Aristides leans in for a hug.
Yeah. It'll be alright, kid. It'll be alright.
I sure as hell hope so.
Yep. We must all return back to nature someday. Someday, some of us are even lucky enough to return to the Fae. All right. I'm just gonna say that Aristides and Arbor finish eating breakfast, and I think that the other 2 characters should introduce themselves now.
Actually, you finish up this conversation. You make your way through breakfast, sort of eating in silence mostly. At that point, taking in the events of the previous day. For Arbor, the previous week or 2.
Mm-hmm.
And God, did you have a name for your mother?
Ryan's mother. I thought you meant Herb's mother.
I haven't thought of one yet.
It's all good.
It would,
All
what would be cute? I'm just gonna recommend this right now.
All right.
It'd be cute. She's a wood elf. Name her Sylvia. I know it's my wife's name already, but that'd be cute.
That would be cute.
What is this, Batman vs Superman?
I had
Someone said wood elves.
Why did you say that name?
Wait, wood elves? Sorry, I just came back. What just happened?
Nothing.
Where
So
have you
Eric
been?
recommended a name for my character's mother, as
What?
Sylvia, and that's the character.
Brandon, you have to be here to experience all of this.
Oh,
He went
He
to
just
go
went-
get more tea. It's understandable.
Okay.
So, Eric recommended that my character's mother's name be the same as his character's wife's name, and I'm just like, what is this, Batman vs Superman?
Also,
why you say that name?
Dan already did
Brandon, can we just quickly state one thing? If you go somewhere and come back and you hear something, let it play out for a minute. Try and figure out what's
Also,
happening before
you
you
have
just
questions, ask
immediately go,
It's a chat.
"What's happening?"
Uh,
Like,
I was just like,
thank you, Darkus. I saw
just
that you.
heard-
Oh, sorry. I'll
sorry.
mute.
I-
I'll mute.
Yes.
I just heard wood
Please.
elves, and I'm like, what's going on?
Thank you, Darkus, for the 100 bits. I saw that
Alright,
you followed.
alright,
Very
keep
cool, man.
going.
Very cool. Or
Uh,
woman.
As you all are making your way through breakfast, Ryan, your mother, Esha, comes out.
Yeah, that's your
your
mother's
mother.
name.
Esha, Esha.
Okay.
Esha
I'll write that.
comes out. Oh, you're both awake.
Yep.
You've made
Yeah.
breakfast. How lovely. Did you make
Mhm.
the nice fellow breakfast, Aristides?
No, he made it for me before I even got a chance to offer,
Yes.
Intriguing.
and he was surprised that we have salt and pepper.
I was surprised you have salt and pepper.
He was
These are
very surprised.
yeah, pretty rare spices you have right here.
They were gifts. Apparently, a far-off trader stopped in some 20 years ago. They were our wedding gifts.
How kind.
Wait, so that salt and pepper is
was-
as old as me?
Older.
I would say older
Jesus
too.
Christ.
We were wedded for many moons before you came along.
Yes.
I would hope so.
I would hope so as well.
Regardless, I'll leave you to your business. I have to speak with some old friends.
Well, we have some
Understandable,
extra
man.
eggs if you want.
I
You might want to have a breakfast before you leave.
I'm sure they'll have something there. Besides, I recently woke up. I should be fine.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Okay, I didn't see you have anything last night, but you're
She sort of pinches your cheek and says, I have my secrets. Thank you again for looking after her.
Aristides starts
No
blushing.
problem, ma'am.
Mom.
Oh, look at you. Well, if you need anything, come back to the house, and I should be here for most of the day.
Okay.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And thank you for letting me stay.
Of course, you conduct yourself with respect.
I
I
try.
have no problem with allowing such a person to stay.
Thank you
Let's
very
just hope the
much.
neighbors don't.
She waves and walks out.
All right. So, what's on the agenda? Are you gonna head back, or are you still?
Well, my son's still stuck underneath a pile of rubble. I can't move those rocks. I'm gonna have to wait for someone else to. However, I would still like to go visit the rubble so I could at least participate in a ritual, a burial, at least somewhat of burial.
May I join?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Take it you both head out in
Yes.
that direction.
Yes.
Yes.
So, as you approach, you make your way over to the rubble.
Mm-hmm.
Bits and pieces from the night before immediately jump out in both of your memories. Finding Finch, going after your dad, and watching the building collapse on him.
Question, am I patrolling this area?
You would be, but I was getting to that in a minute.
Damn.
The fires. Something else. Something can't quite place. Not fire. Lasting. You can't place it. Actually, not patrolling, but doing his best to help uncover the rubble. Volmer.
One down, 9,999 more rocks to go.
Hello, sir.
If you would like to describe yourself really quickly, Volmer, for the
What do you
audience.
What you
If-
see is a red tiefling with black hair wearing what appears to be chainmail armor worn by the guard nearby. He's carrying with him a sword and shield. His face seems to be cleanly shaved. However, you do notice some bits of hair he missed, and on his finger is a ring with a symbol of leaves attached to it.
Right.
Hello, sir.
Good morning, Centaur.
Good morning,
Hi.
Tiefling. It is. You are not a rarity, but you are quite unique in these parts, or if so I've heard.
Indeed.
I'm here to perform a druidic ritual as my son is buried underneath the rubble. May I?
I feel sorry for you. You may.
Yeah, and I believe my father is over there.
Sorry for your
Points
loss.
to his left.
Is there a piece of wood nearby?
Oh, there's pretty much wood almost everywhere from the broken
Oh,
houses.
I was asking Ryan.
Yes. So there would be wood nearby. Most of it is burnt. Again, there was a fire.
Yeah. Can I take? May I attempt to find a usable piece of wood for the ritual?
Yes.
All right. Do I have to roll
I
or
assume,
something?
So describe to me what you need for this ritual.
It is literally just any piece of wood that I can carve a symbol into.
Right. Okay. After sifting around a little bit, you find what looks to be. It might have been a barrel, but it's a strip of wood and it's usable.
All right. I carve Arbor's version of the pendulum onto the piece, along with druidic runes of surrounding it that means good, evil, life, and death. And I use Druidcraft to make a flower appear as I place the piece of wood down and place the flower on it.
Right.
Finch sings a little song as he usually does, and I bow my head and I kneel on the ground in front of the piece of wood, murmuring to myself about the life of Herb and how I loved him. Almost in meditative prayer, and then I get up and I'm done.
Volmer, you turn back to your work and you heft another stone. You drop it outside of the area and you hear shouting from another part. You hear someone shouting, "We've got one."
Go. I'm gonna go investigate.
I will follow you.
Okay.
I will also follow.
As you all come up, and I assume Volmer goes to help get the body out. It is broken and it is charred. And again, there's something that wasn't fire that affected this body.
Hmm.
You mostly noticed this, Arbor. This wasn't only fire. But you can't place what it was. The body, when pulled out, appears to be a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Hair, pieces of it at least, still there, and her eyes are closed.
May I examine the body?
Would you like to approach it?
Yes.
You step forward, and one of the other stronger folk who are checking the body out steps in front. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I haven't seen you around these parts, but I know that girl. She's not yours.
I understand, sir. I lost my boy in this rubble as well. I was just trying to figure out what may have killed these people.
Looks at the body. Looks back at you and he says, right, go have a look.
Thank you, sir.
We all lost someone. These. And he gives a little bit of a gesture, and you see, you didn't notice it at first, but there are piles and piles of stones. You don't know if they had already been pulling the stones away from these houses since the moment that the attack was done, or if they started early this morning before the sun came up, but multiple other buildings have already been checked for bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least what was left of them.
Am I able to make out what other thing may have killed the girl?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Yeah, we'll say perception.
Damn it, I was gonna ask to use medicine. Alright. Perception check. Where is it? Where's my perception? There it is. 5. God.
5.
8 total.
8 total. Okay. You examine the body, and like I said, you have seen burn victims before, and even something as tame as someone getting a burned brand on their skin is still noticeably a burn, and this is not quite that. It seems almost empowered, as if the fire spread differently. Can't quite place it though.
Alright. I thank the man who let me past. And I tell him that I think there's something greater here than just fire. And I leave. To go find Aristides.
I was with you the whole time.
I thought you went to go find your father. Or like went to the left, or what have you?
Oh no, I was just pointing in that general direction. But,
Oh, okay. I bet.
I mean, I was actually thinking about that, saying like, maybe my father still has this crossbow on him, and I haven't taken it home yet.
Are you telling this to me as Ryan or as Aristides?
This is Ryan speaking.
Okay.
This is me speaking.
I have ideas for that. Yeah, I would say you don't have the crossbow on you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went over to because I already know where my father's body is.
Mhm.
And I removed some of the rubble to drag his body out as far as I could, and you know, just
As you
as I go
go
to
to get
grab,
your father's body, you notice strewn on the ground, not touched by the rubble, as luck would have it, it's his crossbow.
yeah,
I walk over to Aristides and I asked him if he would like me to perform the ritual that I did for my son.
yes, it would mean a lot.
I asked him if there was anything in particular he would like me to carve into as I see the crossbow.
You can just carve the crossbow. That's something that is a symbol to my family because it was passed down from his father to my father and now to me.
What did your father mean to you?
He meant a lot. He taught me so much. He taught me how to hunt. He taught me how to cook. He taught me just a
Just
lot.
life.
Yeah.
I write the symbol for life and love and time on the crossbow in Druidic. As I use Druid craft to make a flower, and I place it down in front of the father. And I turn to Aristides and I tell him, now, kneel on the ground and whisper the things you loved about your father. And I step away to leave him be.
Okay, so flash forward, I said the things I said, and then I stand up.
All right. Let's go
Tears in my
sit.
eyes. I'm like currently wiping away the tears with my dusty, dirty hands.
Right, understood.
Yeah.
I walk
And
up.
then
I walk up and give him a hug, and I tell him, let's go find that guard. I think he may have some information.
You boys look down.
Yeah, I mean,
How about after we're done here, we can go for the tavern for a drink. Drinks on me.
that's fine by me. If you need
Sure.
help carrying anything or anyone, let me know. I have a natural gift for being able to carry people.
I can second that. He is quite good.
I was going to ask, do you mind? Has anyone ever ridden on your back?
I mean, coming from an island of only centaurs, no.
apologies.
However, I do know how to have someone ride on me. Yes.
You don't find that awkward or anything?
Awkward? It can be, but
Aristides is just standing behind Arbor, just slightly laughing.
most of the time, it's not so much awkward as it's necessary. You see. Now, I am comfortable with it. Yes.
Okay.
It's not something that I would say would make me uncomfortable. However, you know the rule. Don't walk behind a horse. It's not a good idea.
Okay, then.
As you all are having this conversation, Snowbeard, you saw a
Yes.
giant winged figure land in this general area, depart
Mhm.
some 10 minutes later.
Okay.
Your studies have shown you exactly what creature that was. That was a dragon,
Mm-hmm.
but you couldn't get a color.
I couldn't get a color. Right.
You're here now to investigate more. And as you walk up, you see piles and piles of stones outlining where buildings used to be, with one last building being cleared out.
This town
Bodies are
used to-
laying everywhere, but
This town used to be full of life. I visited this town before. Stayed at one of the inns here. Now look at it. Piles and piles of rock. It seems I was too late.
Am I able to see this guy? Am I able to
yeah,
see?
he's talking to himself as he's stepping up and looking at the ruins.
Can I walk up to him? I'm gonna
Yeah.
walk up to him.
He's just
All
gonna be like,
Arbor,
"Are you okay?"
Arbor walks up to him and says, "Hello, sir. How may I help you?"
Hello, dear big fellow. I'm just here investigating the
Okay.
attack that happened a couple days last morning. Last
Yes,
night.
I heard you mumbling to yourself. I would like to point out that the rest of the city is fine. This entire town is not rubble. It is. Yes, this was a sad tragedy, and we have lost many a loved one in it. But the rest of the city is still fine.
Listen, let the man be dramatic, okay?
Yeah.
Dan and I are just standing behind Arbor, just laughing. I can't remember Dan's character's name. What was it?
Oh, no, you're standing behind laughing. At this
Yeah.
point, Volmer has stepped up
Volmer.
and is talking.
Yeah.
Hey, what was
I'm just
only
laughing
little
hysterically.
dramatic for my age.
Tiefling? I don't think I got your name, even though you offered me drinks.
Apologies. I do a bit of a bow. My name is Volma Norleth.
Nice to meet you, Volmer.
Youngest son of the Norleth noble family.
Ah.
Wait, hold up. What?
Hmm.
You're from the. Really?
Yeah, I see that you're aware of the Norleth's family's, popularity with trade around here.
Yeah, I guess that's how my parents got hold of salt and pepper.
I think I found your person, dear Aristides.
I'm sorry. What was his name? What was the family's name again?
Norleth.
Norleth. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
that sounds about right.
Oh, yes, the Norleths. I have been a wise.
And
I didn't
you,
think this through.
Mr. Since we are using obtuse observation, Mr. Gray and Old, what is your name?
Well, the people around these parts name me Senjoskeg. Or you can call me Snowbeard if that's
Eggs. We had those this morning.
Yeah, we did. With
Yes,
salt and pepper.
with salt and pepper.
Senjoskeg.
From that guy's family.
Senjoskeg. Yes, a yolk is in the egg. Yes.
What do you do with those egg whites when you're baking?
No, that's the snow part of his name.
Wait,
calling me
there
Snow.
was nothing. There was nothing to do with snow in his name.
He said his name was like Snowbeard.
Yes.
No, he said
that
it
is
was
what my name
yolk
means in
egg.
the common tongue. Snowbeard.
No,
is what
there's
my
an-
name
there's an-
means
there's
in
an
the
S.
common tongue.
There
I think
was
it
an S.
Snow eggs. No, I think it was snow eggs.
eggs. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna have to
Sin.
finish this, aren't I?
All right. Hold on. Let me sound this out. Sin, yolk, egg.
Sin your skeg. We got that
Senjoskeg.
clear now.
Keg? Nah, I don't drink that much, man.
I mean, hey, we're going for drinks later if you want to join. We're totally down.
I'm sorry. All right, Mr.
Singles.
Sinyokeg.
Yoskeg.
All right, I'm gonna do a introduction to my character real quick.
All right.
Please introduce
So
Senyosuke.
my character, despite all their ramblings, is named Sinjoskeg, or Snowbeard in the common tongue. He is 6 foot tall, 6'5", 70 years old. He's wearing a whitish gray, sort of not whitish gray cloak, brownish gray cloak, with a pointy hat. He's carrying. Hold on a sec. I need to do this more. I need a little more preparation. He's carrying a staff with him, a wizarding staff, a quill, and a wooden tobacco pipe, which he is smoking while looking at the rubble.
Why?
Because.
No, I was about to say something in Arbor's voice. Why, Mr. Gray and Old, I am now just realizing you are quite tall for a human.
Well, that's quite.
Yeah, you're almost as tall. You're taller than me.
Well, he
I've
looks
always
about
been-
5 inches smaller than me, and as a centaur, I think that's rather impressive.
Yeah,
Well,
but don't forget, I am
I've always
6
been a
foot
little
2.
bit tall for a human.
Snowbeard, do you lift?
Well,
Do you skip leg day?
All right.
We hear a godly voice
I
come out of
will
the clouds.
also-
What was that?
Nope, that's just out of everything. Out of character.
I will interject by saying that my character is an ASMR, but my character does not know that. For all he knows, he is human. And human,
Hey.
we all believe he is.
You know, Mr. Snowbeard, you look awfully familiar.
Why do you say that?
Beard, the pipe.
No,
We're not doing this
I mean,
anymore.
no.
really
We're
long.
not doing this.
We're not doing
No,
this. No.
Mr.
Looking directly at
Mr.
No.
Mr.
No, I think
Sinyoskeg.
I may be wrong.
Yes.
Now, Arbor actually pronounces it correctly, and in full
Once.
tongue,
And we'll
Sinyoskeg.
never do it again.
What is it, my fellow?
I've heard stories about you.
Indeed. You've heard stories about me traveling with the wood elves, have you not?
A few of my kind have ran across your path before.
Have they? Well,
Yes.
I've seen a few. Now that I mention it, I've seen a few centaurs on one of my travels. Tell me. Hold on, I haven't think
It
this through.
really sounded like you were about to try and seduce Arbor. It really sounded like you were about to try and seduce Arbor. Tell me, were they
Whoa.
anything like you?
Sorry. Tell me. You know. Sorry.
Do you
Tell
know how to
me.
get ridden, good sir?
Oh my god.
Do you
Ooh. This
Tell
D&D
me.
session took a turn.
do you know Mr. Oak?
Mr.
I'm
I'm sorry,
but-
Brandon.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry, Brandon. My guy. I at least tried. Arbor's in like kind of a different language. You just out here went, yes,
on, hold on.
Pokemon professor names. That's what we're doing
That's what I
now.
was gonna say. Why did
That was just like-
immediately come in my head?
Are you aware of Master Rowan?
Oh
I
my
am aware
god.
of Master
Shut up,
insert
Ryan.
cheating here.
No, but I do know an elm.
Great.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. All right. No,
Sorry.
let's get back into character. Ask your question.
In fact, I did see a couple of your kind telling me about, well, the attack that happened here when I was in the party of nomadic widows.
Objection. Objection. Out of character objection. The only centaurs that were out on the main island at that time were me and my son.
Oh, fuck.
And my son died.
It would just be
In the
you
rubble.
cross. Okay.
Hang on. He's
It would just-
hallucinating because of the pipe.
No.
He's
It
hallucinating.
would just be,
Yeah,
it would
we
just be
just-
that you've encountered each other before.
Yes, that's what
you
I'm
don't
getting to. That's what I'm getting
you
to. That
don't-
I've
Oh.
seen you before.
necessarily
We've met
know.
each other before, haven't we, Arbor?
We have. I remember
Oh, yes.
our old tie-ins.
Oh, yes. I remember seeing you at a tavern in a city not too far from here.
I remember you.
Yes.
I remember not great things.
What do you mean?
Almost as if you were an old drunk in the middle of the bar, dancing on a table, trying to preach to us your ways.
Well, I suppose part of my mission is to teach the old ways of magic to those who do not fully realize it.
Ugh,
Yes.
magic.
I suppose
Your
it's a bit
magic
too
has
much-
nothing in comparison with the nature of this world.
I suppose you're right. A little bit of ale does tend to get that out of me. Anyways.
You understand the natures of centaurs, do you not?
Yes, I understand the natures of centaurs. How they adhere to the will of the pendulum and create villains and heroes wherever they are needed.
Yes. We tried to keep neutrality, but we can never seem to get it right.
If my calculations are correct, it appears that your pendulum is swung a little too far to the dark.
To evil it is. That is why my son left, and that is why my son died.
Well,
The time before last I ran in with you, you helped me.
And I shall aid
And
you
I-
again.
And
in
I
this
plan on
quest.
returning that favor one day.
Well,
As I settle my debts to keep things neutral.
yes. And I shall help you in any way I can throughout this dark times. And I'll let you everything that I know on my travels here, what I've saw.
May
I shall let you know that on the way here, I saw a big winged figure run out of the city.
Why?
Right.
I have now the mental image of an adult dragon tearing ass on all fours out of a city.
Just
I zoned out for a second. Somebody explain to me what just happened.
Oh my god! Fucking Mr. Yolk Egg literally just told us that the adult fucking dragon tore ass out the
No, that's not what he said. He
That's
just
not what he
said.
said.
He said
Figure ran out of the city. But that's not how I described it.
Alright, how do you describe it again?
Yeah, go for
Lou.
it.
Oh my god, I'm dying! Hold on!
Yes, I killed him.
You
I
said
did. All I'm imagining is a dragon showing up, knocking something down with its arm as if it was its play toy, and then fucking running away.
Alright, let me retract that statement. Okay?
All right,
Let's
reset,
Let's try this again. Let's try it again.
I shall let you know that on my way here, I saw a big winged figure in the distance. Now,
Yes.
from what I've read in the tomes that I have studied, I would let you know that it is a dragon.
Senyosuke,
Which, yes.
I want your attention.
Mm-hmm.
I tell him about what I saw on the girl.
Yes.
This is not in character, Brandon. This is
Okay.
very clearly out of character.
I want to stay
Ryan,
all the time. God damn it.
okay, Ryan, I tell him what I saw on the girl, and I ask him to follow me to where the girl is. I probably will encounter the same man as I did before, or at least someone, and I tell him, this crazy old hermit may know more than I do on this subject matter of what happened here. I request that he see the body of the girl.
if you can get to the bottom of it. Absolutely.
Thank you very much, sir.
We will
Seems very
indeed
good.
get to the bottom of this.
I didn't know Dan followed
get-
us, but okay.
That sounds right.
We weren't
I need okay.
Wait,
As
we-
Sinyoskeg approaches the
probably-
body, I'd like you to make an investigation check.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'd like Arbor to make a perception check.
All right. So
Oh, okay.
let's see what secrets you may find.
A 4.
Perception
I
check?
rolled a nat 1. I got a 4.
Investigation check is a 9.
Investigation check is a 9.
Well, a 5 plus a 4 is a 9.
All right. You examine the body. You come to a similar conclusion to Arbor, but in a different way. You also have seen burns on a person before, but much different than Arbor has usually seen, because in your travels you've encountered terrible, terrible things. The aftermath of them, at least.
Mm-hmm.
This is not that.
This is not that.
This fire, and it is burns, but it's different.
Different. Well, this burns aren't really from a fire that I have seen. Unfortunately, that's as far as a conclusion that I can come to. I'm sorry that I couldn't find out anything more than what you wanted to hear.
That is fine. Shall you join us for a drink?
Perhaps I shall, and I hope.
Now
that
this
I
time,
wouldn't
don't
have a
dance on the
drunken
table.
escapade.
No, I want
I
to see
hope this
this.
time I wouldn't have a drunken escapade like I had.
You don't want to see his drunken escapade. It's awful.
Kind of do. I kind of do. I could use a good laugh.
Alrighty then, drinks all around.
Are you
All
paying?
Aye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't really use that much gold. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
I wasn't talking to you.
I realize that now. Thank you very much.
How much gold do I have?
No
I-
problem.
I have 25 gold. I can pay for all of us.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's greatly appreciated.
Who is asking how much gold they had?
Brandon. Check your character sheet. It's
You're
on
a
there.
sage, aren't you?
It's in inventory.
Yes.
It's
Hold
It
in
on.
should be
inventory.
10 or 15.
10 or 15.
I have 20 apparently.
Oh wow.
I don't even know how much I have. Try to pull that up.
See, Dan is special because he's rich.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
While are we making our way to the tavern, or are we at the tavern?
I assume, unless you guys would like to have a discussion on your way to the tavern, you are at the tavern.
All right. As we walk into the tavern, I'm just gonna quickly do this. Arbor says, "I'm gonna be right back.
Welcome.
I need to use the restroom."
Go ahead.
Okay.
Welcome
Wait a
to.
minute.
Make
Are
sure
there
spelling.
restrooms in this world, or are there like
course there's
holes in the
restrooms.
ground?
There's variants of restrooms. This
Okay.
particular part of the city doesn't have plumbing, but
Okay, fair enough.
there's
All right.
still an outhouse and such.
Does the centaur fit in said
How
outhouse?
does
I assume they would.
The back of the centaur does. That's the important part.
Back of the centaur does. I just look out the window and see Arbor just like open the door and back in and just start laughing.
All right.
But I leave him to do his business and I don't tell anyone else. I just keep it a secret.
Okay, like how much would it cost me to pay for each of these individual drinks?
I'll say 1 gold piece.
Yeah, 1 gold. Remove 1
We are
gold.
getting wasted tonight.
Okay, 1 gold paid. Everyone gets drinks. Drinks all around. Drinks all around.
Let's
The finest mead
go.
you have.
I'll just have a ale.
Ah. All right. So what's happening?
So how was your trip?
It was interesting. Yeah.
I saw
I
I
met.
saw your little. Yeah.
How did you fit inside the entire outhouse?
I didn't fit in
Oh,
the
it was-
outhouse. I went
it was
into the
great.
alley.
Oh,
I met some. I believe humans call them women of the night down there.
oh,
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes,
I
I
don't
Yeah,
like those
no, you want to stay one.
implications.
You want to stay away from those.
Yeah. What are those about? Like, what do you?
Listen, the less you know, the better
yeah.
you are.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's like
just,
I
just
would
Christian.
agree with all that.
don't concern yourself with it.
Arbor, I believe.
Yes.
And your friend over there, the elf?
Aristides.
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 I am a half elf.
Yes.
Ah, half elf.
I am not good with names.
Is it
Yes,
okay that I
seems
call
how-
you? Is it okay that I call you Eris?
Or TDs.
No, Eris is fine. Eris is fine.
Alright, so we have Eris. Now, we must shorten Senyoskig.
No, I think Senor Skeg has had enough.
I vote yoke.
No,
Are we voting on each other's names now?
no.
Well,
I don't think
seeing
it's
how
your
he has the
fault.
most complicated name, and we could come up with multiple nicknames for him.
It's just 3 syllables, man. Sin yo skeg.
Yes.
Barbara, you got any ideas?
Senyokeg.
That's the same amount of syllables.
You're right, it's egg.
Well, you call me whatever.
I
you
like
want.
it.
I'll just sit over here and pretend.
What about
to ignore
Shelly?
you then.
That has nothing
Call
to
me
do with
whatever you
his
want,
name.
but I'll just sit over here and pretend.
It
to
does
ignore
have
you.
something to do with it, Aristides, and it is the fact that eggs have shells.
Let's just stick with egg. I think egg works.
Egg, what is your favorite kind of drink?
Just a little bit of mead, or either mead or tea.
Mead or tea?
Yes.
Have you tried mixing the two?
That
Tea in the
sounds a
morning,
bad
mead in the
idea.
Mead or tea? Mead tea.
Look, Arbor, I'm really trying to get him to do this thing. I really want to see this.
No, you really don't.
Let's
You
mix the
really-
mead
do.
and the tea.
Listen, you
Come
don't.
on.
I'm gonna be real honest with you, Aristides. You really don't want to see old wizard phallus. You just don't. It's not something you want. It's just like your day's going great. You sit down at the tavern after a long day of work, and it's just like
Don't worry. Don't worry.
it's
I'm not
like
planning
you
on-
walked in. It's just not good. I don't know how else to describe it. Have you ever seen a famished potato? It's like that.
I've never heard of a famished potato.
And now I'm imagining one right now.
It's
That
like
just
that.
looks all sad. And
Except like you put 2 of those in a sock and then you stretch the sock out. That's what's like going on there. You just don't want to see it.
Don't worry.
Now it
I'm
makes
not-
me wanna
see
I'm
it
not doing
more.
that anytime soon.
How many did you have
As I
to drink, Arbor?
Me? I haven't drinking anything yet.
I was gonna say he hasn't even touched his first yet.
Neither have I.
No, but
I'm
how
planning
many
on
did
enjoying
he
this
have
one
to
for as long
drink
as
to
I
do
can.
that? It was about a half a drink.
No, you remember that story
We're
correctly.
gonna
I think
see
it
some
was more or
stuff
less
tonight.
5.
You
More
and
or
I
less
remember
5.
Budapest very differently.
More or less 5, you say?
Yes.
I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure just
Okay,
one mead tea wouldn't hurt.
Hit me
Just
up with a mead.
Keep
I would
giving him
hit me
drinks.
up with
I
a
really
two.
want to see this, please.
Hit me up with a mead.
I whisper into Dan's character's ear, just like, keep hitting him with the mead.
Who, the wizard?
Yes,
Okay.
cool, good deal.
Meanwhile,
I'll pay you
I'm just
back
working
later.
away.
More mead for the grey wizard over there.
I'm okay. I'll just have the one. I'll have the
Oh
one
come
bottle.
on!
No. Arba's right. I was too stupid back then, and I'm sorry. I'll just take
How
this
long
one
ago
for
was
now, and I'll
that?
have tea after that.
Let's see. I'm like what, like 32, I think. About 10 years ago. When I was like 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so your character is only 12 years
Yeah.
older than me?
Yes. I guess.
Interesting.
Maybe I should make him a little bit older.
How old's your son?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I can't. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. All right.
You had a kid at 12.
Yeah, that doesn't make
Oh,
sense.
no.
All right.
Oh,
Hold on.
no.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do some retconning.
I never bothered even trying to do the math.
What is Centaur society like?
Yeah,
40.
we're like-
I'm 46.
Very rambunctious.
I'm 46. So
Wow.
if it was 10 years ago, I would have been 36. So yeah, 46.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Wow, boy,
Oh,
you
really?
just gotten older right in front of my eyes.
He was younger, he says. He was 60.
I was
Yeah.
60 when
Yeah.
I last saw you. And a little
Not
bit
me,
of better
Ken.
shape, I might add.
Better shape. To be fair,
Yes.
I've been carving wood more than I've been lifting the weights nowadays.
Well, it seems to me that I just try to be as fit as possible, but it seems as though age is just slowing me down a bit.
May I see your staff, old man?
Well, I kind of like to keep this as close as I can, but I'm sure I won't. But I'm sure I'll let you do it. Expect it for a little bit.
Do you two need a room?
I carve.
Gross.
Let me think here. I carve the symbol for future magic and good onto it.
Oh yes.
You guys better
I'm
be
very,
writing
very
these symbols down, by the way.
I don't know what these symbols look like.
Just
No,
write your symbol
just-
down.
Just write. No, just don't make up the symbol. Just write like the names of the symbols.
Yeah, mark down the important parts of the symbol, and you will get a real symbol in 2 to 4 business weeks.
I don't think I got a symbol yet.
Yes,
You
you
did.
did. On your bow on your crossbow.
On your crossbow.
It was
It was life and love.
life, love, and time.
Yes, that's right.
So mine was future and something else.
Future, magic, goodness.
Yeah,
Oh,
future
yes.
magic
I've
and
seen
goodness.
these symbols before in my tome concerning.
You
the,
are not a
centaurs.
druid. I
Nope,
would not.
Nope, you
no,
haven't seen. You
No.
may have seen these, but you
Well,
did
no,
not.
I've read about them in a book.
Nope. That's not a
That's-
thing. Druids
that's
don't
possible.
do that. No. Oh,
Nope,
come
that's
on.
possible.
All right.
And
No,
then,
well,
like,
characters
because he
with
doesn't
the-
necessarily. You've got to understand, he doesn't necessarily know what they are or what
Oh,
they
okay.
mean.
Yeah.
He just has read about the symbols themselves and the theories behind them. Remember,
Got
he
it.
was
Got
a
it.
scholar.
Got it.
Yep.
All right. So you've seen these in a book.
yes, concerning the island of the centaurs. Might I add.
Yeah.
It's a nice author.
More or less. Yes.
Hey, Arbor, what is your home like exactly? You never really talk about it.
Yeah.
Well.
For the day that I've known you.
Yeah.
Goodness, I was gonna bring that up.
The day that the day we've known each other. As Arbor drinks more mead, he gets a little bit more loose, less, tighten up. So, home is silently happy. It's not much happens. We follow our rituals and we live our lives. Mostly. We keep to ourselves, for the most part. When something happens, it spreads like wildfire, and people know about it pretty quickly. We're very close-knit. There are trees everywhere, just like here. But there's this
Like
one
nothing much.
massive tree in the middle, from which hangs a pendulum. Below the pendulum is a pit. And some centaurs' jobs are to find out what the pendulum movements mean, where it's going, what it's doing, and how is it shifting. That was Herb's job, or at least he was in training to do that job. And then there are people like I, who once did that job, but instead took on engraving and carpentry, or other labors.
Is that what the symbols on your body are? Your tattoos?
Oh,
Or is that something else?
these are a mark of a druid.
Oh,
When you first become a druid in the Society of Centaurs, you start your rituals, and they take thorn bush and stab you.
ah,
They make you one with nature, both mentally, spiritually, and physically.
Yes,
yes,
I've
by
heard
stabbing you with a
accounts.
storm bush.
And
I've read
these
accounts of this happening
markings,
before.
these markings are the spells that come most naturally to you. The ones that you were able to grasp without being told to. For me, it is crafting and empowering.
Hmm.
And that's what these mean. The others are yet to be made.
Oh,
Magic. Never truly understood it.
yes.
Yeah.
Magic is quite interesting.
Magic has its own things within the world. It has its own place. And yet, sometimes it feels like it doesn't. Sometimes it feels like you're playing as a god when you really shouldn't be meddling at all. I say this while staring directly at Senor Skig.
Indeed, it is. That is also what my mentor had told me when I was under his tutelage long and long ago.
Very interesting way to take those words and use them, Senor Skig. Very
And
interesting
that
way.
I have. My mentor was named Token Torfrekanari. Imagine saying that over my name. He picked me up
His
when I
name was
10 years
Token
old.
and yours is Egg. Alright. Get me another mead, I'll need it. If I hear any more of this made up language, I'll need more of that mead.
Mead for the centaur.
It's not necessarily
away.
made up.
You know what? Can I get another one too? Please?
How old are you?
20?
Whatever.
Pretty sure the legal drinking age in our
Doesn't
area is
exist.
Doesn't
18.
exist. It does not.
Doesn't
There
exist.
is
You know,
no
you can be-
laws.
You can
Ryan,
be 5 years. You can be 5 years old and start drinking.
can I say something really quickly?
You don't need to be any age to start drinking. Look at my look at that god over there, Jimothy. He's like 13 and he's having his first mead.
Can I
Yeah,
say
look at that lady
something?
over there. She's very.
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
up?
go ahead.
So for the most part, in human society, or human society, because this is the real world, it was actually looked down upon to drink water instead of alcohol because water was dangerous and could kill you because it wasn't purified, and the way to purify it was to make it alcoholic because alcohol kills bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
So fun fact: children got wasted.
Yes, children did get wasted. Also, when newborns would cry because of their teething, you would rub whiskey on their gums
Huh.
to stop them from crying because it makes it feel better. It numbs the pain.
Very,
Interest
very
on
interesting.
Anyway, back to whatever's happening. Get me another mead.
Read.
Made.
Just tea, thank you.
You're lame.
Hold on. I want to see if I can do
Old
something.
people.
A round of mead
People,
and a
am I
tea
right?
for Senyoskeg is brought back out.
Rather fine.
The lady goes to charge you more and
I-
then sees who you are and leaves.
Oh wait.
Oh, is that because he's royal? Oh, wait, I'll let him say that.
I lean over to Aristides and I say, do you really want to see him when he's, woohoo?
More than anything.
All right.
Why are we whispering?
So what I do
We're getting the wizard drunk.
is I tell the bartender, I bring them over and I tell them, put meat in a teacup, and then I use Druidcraft to make it smell like tea.
Where are you getting this teacup?
Well, whatever they serve the tea in. Because he's been getting tea this entire time. So whatever they serve the tea
Yeah,
in.
but wouldn't they take the cup from him when he's done and give
Yeah.
him another cup?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when he's finished.
So isn't the only cup there his cup?
This is rather fine tea, thank you.
I'll let him
I'll have another,
finish and then
please.
I'll do this.
Oh, this is rather fine tea, thank you. I'll have another if you don't mind.
All right. And then now, since she has
So-
it, I call her over.
Eric,
Hi.
what part of Druidcraft lets you do that?
You can create. All right.
Go along with it, Ryan.
No, you
It
can
says
create
instantaneous.
an instantaneous harmless sensory effect, or the faint oh wait, it's the faint odor of a skunk.
Well, it's also supposed to be instantaneous.
What do you mean?
I mean, it happens. It's like a poof.
Yeah, I was gonna
So-
do it when he drinks it. But it's also, I now realize that it's faint odor of a skunk. I thought it was like the other spell where you could do like a sensory smell and then choose it.
How
I'm
about
sorry.
Volmir and I.
I mean, it's an example of things.
Volmir and I
it's
keep Snyosuke
it's
distracted.
such
while
as
Eric
falling leaves,
does-
a puff of wind, the
Oh.
sound of a small animal, or the faint odor of a skunk.
Yeah, I wanna make the alcohol smell like tea as he's getting it.
The difference is that it's gonna fade after 6 seconds.
That's fine. That's enough for a sip. Remember when I said he was a lightweight?
I am 180 pounds in
We'll test that theory.
All right.
We'll test that theory.
All right, let's do this. So I
Alright,
snap my
so-
fingers, and he thinks it's tea for 6 seconds. Basically. Well, it smells
Why did
like
I
tea
pause?
for 6.
Can I do an investigation check real quick?
God.
Damn it,
Yeah, sure.
Brandon.
Eric, what's
Alright.
your spell save DC?
Spell save? How do I do that? Where is it?
13.
It's 10 plus your wisdom right now.
Investigation check 13.
26. Oh, wait. Do I use my modifier as well?
Your modifier. Always your modifier.
All right, then it's 29.
Nope.
Nope.
Just your modifier.
Oh, just my modifier. 13.
All right, my
This
investigation
means
check
that
is
he
also
does
13.
he does hit the DC, which means he knows.
Damn.
Yeah, something's. You've been trying magic on me, haven't you?
Okay. Does he know it was me?
I
Or does
No.
he just know it's alcohol?
I know
don't
it's
think he
one
would
of
know
y'all.
explicitly that it was you, but you are the only one who has talked about magic.
This is you.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
This is one of your cool tricks, isn't it, my friend?
Yeah. Also, to be
Kinda-
fair,
kinda
whenever all right. So to be fair, this is out of character. Whenever you use a cantrip, the cantrip tattoo lights up, so it's like a dead giveaway. Like,
Oh,
Damn.
You liar.
you've
You
seen.
son of a bitch.
You know, I do have a keen eye for sort of things. I saw your little tattoo light up. It was a
Yeah.
nice trick, though. Rather cool, I might say. And then he gives the mead to Ryan. Go ahead and drink this, little fellow. Pats him on the back.
Excuse me?
Hey, give that to me.
You are 3 inches taller than me. Do not call me little.
I said, give
Well,
that
you're
to
younger than I.
Aristides. Give that to me.
Here you go.
Thank you. You guys want to predict the weather? Are you taking bets?
It's gonna be
Um,
cloudy with a chance of more mead.
All right.
More,
yes, the heavens will rain down mead from the skies.
All right.
That'd be a
What's
truly
your
good
bet? What's your bet? I really hope Ryan does it. Ryan already knows what I'm gonna do.
Oh no.
What? I want to hear you
Read-
say it.
Okay. Read what the Druid craft does. I just am having way too much fun with this spell.
Yeah, but what specifically do you want to do?
All right. Hold on. First, I gotta get everyone to agree to this. Which, it's such a dumb thing to agree to. All right. Hey, guys. You want to take bets on what tomorrow's weather is gonna be?
Sure.
Yeah?
All right.
All right, how much you betting?
5 gold.
5 gold?
How much gold do I have?
Is this one of those magic tricks?
No, this is not a magic trick.
Can I check to see if he's lying?
I'm not lying, it's not a magic trick.
Make an insight check.
Insight? All right.
Yeah.
In check. 8 plus 1, 9 total.
Hard to read. Definitely difficult person to tell his intentions. You can't tell.
Hmm. Fine, I'll bet like 3 gold pieces.
Alright, you guys are betting against each other. I'm the dealer. Okay?
All right. 3 gold pieces here as well.
Alright, here we go.
So I bet the most.
Yeah. I use Druid
Or
Craft.
wait, have you actually bet on what the weather is going to be?
Yeah, they're all betting on what the weather's gonna be.
Yeah, but
we
you
haven't announced what we think the
said
weather is going to be.
anything.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
You all just were like money. None
Yeah.
of you were like not a
Well,
single
all right,
person said like rainy or
Aristides, with 5 gold, what are you betting?
I'm betting clear blue skies, not a cloud in the sight, and a perfect temperature, like 75 degrees.
Okay.
I
Tiefling.
suck.
Volma.
Okay, Volmer.
I'm going to predict cloudy with a chance of rain.
Alright, and Egg.
Senyoskeg.
Okay.
Egg.
Yeah.
I saw a little dark cloud coming over south of here. If it's any incantation as to what would happen, I would say it's going to be a little bit overcast today.
Alright, remember, I'm the dealer, so you guys are betting against each other. I'm just telling you what it's gonna be. And I create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that allows me to predict the weather that will be at my location for the next 24 hours. Ryan, are you gonna tell me what it is, or do I get to just make it up?
It's going to be slightly cloudy.
All right. The rich gets richer.
Damn it.
Buy me more mead.
Wait.
What?
Want to see a centaur get wasted today?
Wait.
That'd be quite
I
interesting
won.
to see.
Did I win?
Yeah, you won. Congratulations. You got
5 gold.
Moneybags
Me?
Aristides decided to bet 5 gold, so you got 5 gold from him, and
I also got my 3 gold from
3
me
gold from Sinyoskeg. Yep. Well, you don't get 3 gold from you. You already have that. I don't know.
You already
You
own
don't
that
get.
gold.
You don't get to
It's
produce
yours.
gold out of nowhere, my guy.
Oh no!
I mean,
wait,
he is rich.
I mean, that's true. He has enough money to have salt and pepper.
Yeah,
So,
that I somehow managed to have.
wedding gift. We've been over this.
Yeah,
Do you
I know.
listen to your mother?
I zone out.
Clearly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, give me another mead.
More mead.
And
Yeah,
di-
I'll
Alright.
be done for the day. And as I
Alright.
say this, I take out my tobacco pipe and put some tobacco in it.
you have
You
tobacco.
know, you really shouldn't smoke. It's not good for you.
First off, you don't know
I've
that.
been doing
And
this for years.
tobacco. Where did you get tobacco?
A wizard
Yeah.
never reveals his secrets.
You got it
Was it
from
never?
Vor
Just from a
Volmir's family.
small little, it's just a little small little town of halflings just south of here. It was really nice, might I tell you. He lights up the thing. He lights up the tobacco. Does a little puff in, blows out a nice little smoke ring, and then he uses prestidigitation, which
I use Druid Craft to instantly snuff it out.
Let the old man have his fun.
and I use firebolt to light it back up.
No.
No, that's an awful idea.
never mind.
Prestidigitation is right
Could be
there.
My guy was literally about to blow up the entire building to light a pipe.
Could have been used fireball.
Yeah, it was
I can't-
bolt, not ball, to be fair.
What was in that tea?
Okay, hold on. As I see him charging fireball, I go, whoa, old man. There's been enough fires for today. You can use something a little lighter there.
Are you sure you didn't
right.
drink that quote unquote
Okay.
tea? Just a little bit of it.
All right. Oh, sorry about that.
I'll take
Little
another
fellow
mead.
Little old fellow,
Same.
little
After
old fellow
that,
forgets things some days. I use
Yeah.
prestidigitation to kind of have a little. So I use prestidigitation to have a little sort of fire on my thumb, and I use that to light the.
I
tobacco.
snuffed the fire with Druid Craft.
All right, can I do a freaking what is it? A check.
If
What are
you
you
know his
checking?
tattoo glows, then you don't need to make a
Yeah,
check.
you don't need to make a check. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I want to blow smoke rings, man. Come on.
Could you at least take it outside?
yeah, like
I suppose I'll just wait for later then. He puts the tobacco thing back in his. cloak.
we've dealt with enough smoke
Enough
for
fire
one
and
day.
smoke
Yeah.
for one day.
I
As I
suppose
gulp
you're
down
right.
this mead. Give me another mead.
More mead.
Oh,
Okay, out of character. Can we make that a a thing for Dan's character for D&D? That would be like a notification for
More
one
mead.
of your streams.
Yep.
More mead. Every time you get like a follower or subscriber.
We just get we just get a
A subscriber.
Alright,
Yeah.
more mead.
More mead.
That would be funny.
More mead.
Every time we get a follower, we have to drink whatever's next to us is just water or tea or whatever.
All right. I can't believe no one yet. This is out of character, by the way. I can't believe no one yet has asked Arbor, how am I not drunk? But you know,
Arbor, how are you not drunk?
Oh yes, how are you not drunk?
well, you see, I'm a centaur.
I
You
knew
know
you were
how
gonna say
much
that.
alcohol it takes to get a horse drunk?
why don't we find out?
Oh, I don't want to end up
Can I
like you,
see
old
how much
man.
alcohol it takes to get you drunk, Mr.
Yeah.
Wizard?
One sip. Around 6 seconds, to be exact.
There. I believe you got that story a little twisted up there, friend, but I'll let you call your opinions that you like.
Okay, then. As Mr. Matter of Fact.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. We should probably get heading home soon.
Yeah.
I suppose I'll stay.
It's
here in
getting
the inn
late
for
and
the
a
night.
lot has been done.
I
And I
suppose
am
I'll stay here
feeling
in the inn for the
woozy.
night.
And Arbor, are you still staying at my place?
I have nowhere else to stay, good sir.
Can I ride on your back? Because I
Yeah,
am
you can.
too drunk to walk home.
That's fine.
Cool.
All right. So we go home.
All right.
Yep. I stay at the inn.
You stay at the inn.
Yep. If the inn's not in rubble, that is.
Yeah,
The inn
you
is-
guys were just drinking at it.
Oh, there you go.
It's not the only inn in town either.
Wait. Can't we just stay there then?
At the inn?
Yeah, Ryan's too
Yeah.
drunk to go home.
Yes.
It's laid out. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
but
what? You know what,
if you're
Aristides?
not super drunk,
I'm
you're
not
walking
super
there
drunk,
now.
but I prefer not walking out with the ladies of the night. I don't know. I still don't know what they're about, but they could
you
hurt
really
us.
don't want to know, man.
I'll help guide you to the inn. Like I am a.
We're
I'm a
in the
guard.
inn, good sir.
We're in the inn.
We are already in.
Are there rooms for centaurs in this inn?
Damn, I am drunk.
Or are you gonna have to stay in the stable?
You know, I'm fine staying in a stable. It's whatever.
All right.
Is there a
Okay.
stable on the side?
Yep.
All right. Is there like this neat deal where rider? I'm a centaur, so it doesn't matter. All right. I pay for one night at a stable. Are we paying to stay?
Yes.
All right. How much is it?
It's gonna be. How many rooms do you guys get?
Well, I have one section, like one stall, I guess.
And probably 3 rooms.
Well, that's why I said rooms and not places of sleeping.
Yeah.
So 3
I don't get. I don't
3
need.
rooms.
Yeah.
I don't need to
Wait,
pay.
hang on.
I'm in a stall.
3 rooms, and the horse can take care of itself. So
Let's go.
Horse, hang on.
Take care of itself.
probably, I'd say 2 gold each.
2 gold each.
Do I have to pay? I'm assuming I don't have to pay.
I'll pay for my own room.
You do
I'll
not have
also
to
pay for my own room.
I'll toss a gold towards Aristides' room.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
All right, hold on. Manage inventory, equipment. No, where's my money? Oh, currency. I click on currency. There we go.
Yeah.
It's 1 gold, right? Because I'm tossing only 1 to pay for half of Aristides' room, right?
I'm paying in full.
I'm giving you a gold.
Okay.
Take it.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks.
God. I would say teenagers, am I right? But the kid's 20.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Young
I
adults.
I turned 20 like 3 weeks ago.
Self-insert character. Oh no.
Whispers to the innkeeper. Help.
All right. Are we good skipping the morning? Are we doing anything
Yes.
in the middle of the
Yeah,
night?
unless you guys have any riveting conversations that you want to have with yourself
All right.
and your demons late at night.
All right. I'm gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna look over at the horse. Again, a little woozy. And I'm gonna say,
Oh, no.
you know, if I wasn't a married man, I was always an ass guy.
Oh god, this is out of character, but I'm going back and clipping that.
And then I'm gonna look, and I'm like, you're a little horse-faced though, so like, you know, and I'm a married man, so that's not happening. and then I just turn over, and then I pass out. and from upstairs they hear as I literally just like flop on the ground. No, not tumble, just flop on the ground on the hay.
My character chuckles to himself.
So do we have to come out in the morning and literally physically pick you up?
No.
By the morning,
I'm gonna be fine.
Fine isn't the right word, but
No, I'm gonna be fine. I'm a horse. I don't just pee it out.
Over. He's fine.
I'll just pee
My
it out.
character just laughs into himself. Very funny creature.
Or I should say Vormir and I.
Volmir.
Volmir. I don't know why why do I keep going Vormir?
That's why I just call him Tiefling.
That's
Boromir?
Avengers.
Sounds
Vormir, it's Avengers, the planet of the
I quickly
What about Boromir?
after
Human twit.
All right. Wait, are we in morning time yet or no? Are we still?
yeah, I mean, you guys can be in morning if you all are ready.
Are we all good?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I wake up, I'm stretching. Ugh. I get up,
I
I look
up
over,
and-
I see a horse. I look at it and I say, "Why the long face?"
That made me think of the meme. Why the long I will skin you alive.
I'm waking up, I'm stretching, and because I have the room with the window, as I assume everyone else does, but specifically, like, I'm right next to the window, or I'm right underneath the window. My bed is right underneath the window. The light is just blinding me.
Waking up, putting on my armor, looking at my face, and shaving some parts of my face that I missed.
At this
Did
point,
you say licking your face?
Shaving.
At this
Oh.
point, I am already outside smoking pipe weed because I woke up a little bit earlier that day. Pipe weed is
I
really
use
just
Druidcraft to snuff it out.
Fire has already been lit, bro.
That's the point of snuffing it out.
Hey,
He's already high.
hey, Egg. Isn't it a little early for smoking?
This usually gets you up in the morning. As he inhales, he blows a little bit of a nice.
Yeah, it's his version of the sun. I mean, he's seen enough cycles to know that bad stuff happens staring at the sun, you know? I'm pretty sure he's blind in left eye because he thought he would get fire magic from looking at it.
I smoke out a little bit of a smoke ring, and then I use my spell, prestidigitation, to turn that smoke ring into.
I use Druidcraft to create a gust of wind.
You centaurs always like to ruin a little bit of fun, don't you?
Oh, what do you mean? I'm having a little bit of fun. Ugh.
And then
I mean, if it's making us laugh, then we're good.
I blow another smoke ring, and then I send another bird that goes straight into his eye.
What?
I blow another smoke.
No, I heard you.
Turn
But
that smoke ring into another bird, and then send it flying straight towards Eric.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I use Shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
What's that?
I use Shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
Yes, but what is Shillelagh?
All right, so you see the second part of my arm's tattoo start to light up, and my quarterstaff becomes empowered.
Oh.
And I look at him and I'm like, all right, I know we had good fun last night, or at least I did. But I'm really just waking up to Finch's song right now, and let's not push it any further, all right, wizard?
I suppose you're right.
Bloody magic.
He keeps on cross-legged and just kind of smoking and minding his own business.
Right.
Is there a chair outside?
I guess there
Yeah,
is.
he's on a bench.
He
I guess
made
there's
one.
finally a chair.
Yeah.
He was standing outside, but okay, I guess there's a chair now. I guess
He's sitting on an invisible chair.
There's a porch. It's not crazy to think that there could be a porch.
I would
Or
just
bench
love to.
outside.
I would just love, instead of Ryan saying there's a porch, there's a stable. He's kind of sitting on the fence. Like,
Also a viable option.
all right.
So are we ready to move out?
Yeah.
Are we
Are
just
we-
a party? Are we a party now?
I
As
think.
a member of the guard for this city, I can help guide you anywhere you want.
All right.
That's
I want to
useful.
get down to whatever
think-
happened here.
I think the best way to do this is to find that dragon and do whatever it takes to take him down.
I'm sorry. I just need a moment. I just.
What?
When Brandon said dragon, I had the image of it fucking just like fucking tearing asshole.
Okay, the thing I didn't mention is that it's got the Sanic music over it.
Oh my god!
Da-da-da-da.
I get it fast.
Sonic Underground.
Oh, up.
Stop.
All right. Anyway, back.
I asked Arbor.
Yeah.
So, my friend, what do you believe our next course of action would be?
Well, since you said it ran, it left tracks, right?
I know I said it flew, but I did
Oh.
notice it pick up. But I did see it fly westward.
When was the last time you think it ate
It?
the dragon?
I suppose on the night of the attack, where it had a few unfortunate subjects.
Can I roll? Is this medicine or
Actually,
is this?
I should have
Hold
rolled
on.
a history check.
No. Can I roll? Ryan, I'll let you decide nature or medicine to know the gestation, not the gestation, the digestion period of a dragon.
Be survival.
Why would that be survival? Okay, I'll roll it.
Why?
15.
15. It would probably be a while. Dragons being of reptilian descent would take longer to digest their food and wouldn't need food as frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, how long does it take for your snakes to digest their?
About 7 days to 14 days.
So because
So
the
we're
dragon's
talking
bigger-
about like 3 to 6 months for a dragon.
And we'll assume
Got it.
that he won't have his next meal until he attacks another city.
So we're
We're talking
assuming
in
that
voice,
he.
but we're talking out of character.
Are we
Oh.
Snowbeard? Are we talking about you think he ate anyone? Here?
I wouldn't. Be
I
out
didn't
of the
see
realm.
any bodies that seemed to be eaten. Maybe we should go back to the site of the attack and try and see.
Or if there were any bodies, it'd probably be swallowed whole in his stomach. Actually, I should probably roll a check about that.
I mean, you wouldn't know. This
Yeah.
would be purely speculation.
I speculate that he would have his bodies whole, and leaving no remains behind.
Well,
But there's always a good possibility
not
that
true.
there's one
that's not true.
unfinished body.
As dragons are lizards. Lizards don't swallow their food whole. They chomp it. The only reptile that swallows their food whole would be a snake.
Well, if he wants food for a long time, I would suppose I wouldn't argue against the possibility that he would want to have as much of its victim as possible. So if we were to find any remains, it'd only be small bits and pieces.
But there's still
Possibly
bits and
others would
pieces, and we can find
Yeah.
out whether he ate someone or did not.
So
We should
well,
go back and
let's-
look.
Let's do that.
All right. We go back to the rubble,
Mm-hmm.
and we search for any other bodies.
I will do an investigation check.
I guess he's calling the checks now, Ryan. I don't know.
I mean, well, what do you want to do?
We're trying to
We're
find
searching for more bodies.
Yeah.
Okay,
if,
so
like-
you're back out there.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah, we're-
investigation or perception.
I will roll for perception.
I'll roll for investigation.
23, nat 20, baby, let's go.
Oh, come on. Investigation check is a 6.
19 plus investigation. 19 total.
Hold on.
Um,
I'm not
so
having
we
luck
have
with
a
my checks.
19 from Dan. We have a 6 from Brandon. Ryan.
A 23 from me.
Yes.
So
23 and Eric.
investigation. 8.
Okay.
Unless I'm being stupid.
I don't think you are.
No, I think that should be good. Dan, you sift around in the rubble. You've been here for a while,
Basically, I didn't
even
find anything.
before they all came around. You find some people that you saw when you were out doing your job, but no one of importance. Eric, find a hoof.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
under the rubble.
Oof.
Oof.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Should we leave you for a moment?
Yeah. I'll catch up with you guys.
We'll keep searching for any bodies.
And I rolled a 6, so I guess I find nothing of importance.
Yes.
Ryan.
Yep.
Aristides is gonna, since his house is like a few, like just a walk away, Aristides is gonna go check on his mother to make sure she's okay. Do I need to do a roll for that, or?
I'm gonna.
So you get home,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just walk home briefly to check on my mother.
right? So you enter, and your mother is. Remind me again. Your mother is half wood elf, yes?
Yes.
Your mother is taking down a few of the decorations in the main area and sets them on the table. Turns around as you enter. Aristides, I didn't think you'd be home so soon.
Yeah, we had an interesting night, to say the least. Are you doing okay?
As well as I can be.
Maybe I should have invited you for some drinks.
I think it's best that I didn't go with you all.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I think you're right.
After all, there's no need to see whatever crew you're running with drunk and the old woman sober.
I mean, it's just, a half elf, a centaur, a crazy old wizard, and a tiefling. So,
Still would be 2 people drunk.
yes. I was one of them. But I wasn't too drunk.
That's
That's just a
fine.
little
You
bit.
can drink as much as you want. I'm just surprised.
I mean, hey, when a tiefling offers to buy you a drink, especially the one that gave us the salt and pepper, or the one who's from the family that gave us the salt and pepper. You don't
Family is a
pass it up.
tiefling. What are you talking about? That family is not tieflings.
Oh yeah, that's right. They adopted.
No, you
Yeah,
don't
but
know
you
that.
don't know that.
Oh, never mind. Wait,
The
wait, no.
Norleths are not tieflings.
They're not?
Sweetheart, are you okay? Are you still drunk?
I mean, I'm hungover, but I can tell you for sure he's a tiefling, and he is definitely from that family because that's his name.
I second that opinion. I say
How
as I
the hell
walk
did you
into
get
the
here?
house.
It's the secrets.
How the hell did you
Well,
get
listen,
I'm
here?
here now. Yeah, you would have stayed back.
Wait,
Okay, sorry.
wait.
I will shut up now.
Where did he go?
Prepare.
A wizard always has a secret.
Brandon, this is why you need to pay attention to everything that happens, not just some things that happen.
I was just like gonna have a moment, have a wood elf RP moment, man. Come on.
Maybe later.
He
Alright,
appears like he appeared like like the messenger from Skyrim.
I can second that. What the hell?
Hey, I have important news for you. Your eyes only. Let's see
What?
here.
Please
We
leave my
know.
house.
Oh,
Anyways,
can I? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Ryan, are you finished with the house thing, Mabobbin?
Yeah, I'll probably leave in
All right,
30 seconds.
go ahead. Continue your thing. Sorry.
But yeah, he's definitely a tiefling. Are they
Intriguing.
not?
I
You see-
wasn't really aware of any tieflings in that family, but perhaps I don't keep good enough track of other people.
you see me just working outside, and I like notice you looking. It's like, oh,
Hello.
Aren't you still?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I guess I didn't think you were.
I do
doing
not
your
hear
job.
this conversation. I do not hear this
Oh,
conversation.
you're just
I'm just
waving
working.
at it. Okay.
I just take
gotcha.
I just take my mother by the shoulders, walk her
Hello.
out the door, and just point to him.
It's rude to point, dear.
Well, now you know.
As I'm
You know
looking, I
what?
look.
That's the tiefling.
Oh, does he have a name, or do you just call him by his race?
Volmir is his name,
Volmir.
Volmar.
and the name on the salt and pepper.
Yes. The
Put
trading
the two
family.
together. Yes.
Interesting.
Norlats. I'm just
What?
gonna.
What?
I'm just reminding Ryan what the name is. It's Norlats.
Norleth.
Norleth. Okay. I keep forgetting because
Norlats.
it's a weird.
I
it's a
assumed
weird
that
name.
was a first name backwards.
Norleth.
I was like, the only word I've ever heard that sounded remotely close to that was Yelnats.
All right.
If you know, you know.
All right. I will.
Anyway, I just wanted to
I wanna.
check on you.
I'm.
So
I'm.
I gotta go back and do a thing.
I'm conflicted right now.
Of course,
Because.
darling.
Oh, sorry.
Eric, please.
Sorry. Ryan said I'm gonna go back, and I was like, oh, okay.
Of course, darling. I understand. And, you know, you're allowed to go adventure if you want.
I know. I just, without Dad being here, I have a hard time
And
leaving you alone.
before your father found me, I was doing okay for myself.
That is true. You did teach me how to survive.
And I'll be doing okay after you're gone. Out
Okay.
adventuring. We were born to us. It was bound to happen eventually.
You know, I can't argue with that.
Do me a favor and make me proud. I
Don't
don't
I
want you.
always?
I don't want you riding home on the back of a centaur
Why not?
again.
That would look
You
so
know
cool.
why?
Just like, me just like,
I want you
in all
riding
my
home to
glory.
me. I want you riding home to me with your head held high.
On the back of a centaur. Yeah, why not?
Darling, if you're riding on the back of a centaur, probably not alive. Keep that in mind.
I was trying to cheer you up.
I know.
As they're having this conversation, my character should walk up, and he's like, he was listening to this conversation for a little bit, and he says,
From where?
From where?
Where the hell did you
he
come
was running.
from?
Wasn't he running across a way and he
No.
pointed at the tiefling? He
It's
was
a
pointing at the
walk
tiefling and everyone
away.
else,
If
like,
he
It's a walk-
was with Volmer, that would make sense, but he wasn't because
No.
Volmer is doing his job currently. He's just patrolling.
Yeah, but we
I'm,
can see a Volmer.
and
We can
like
see
the
Volmer.
body.
We can
Dude.
see Volmer.
I
from-
just imagine Brandon's character has been walking behind the mom the entire time.
Oh, God.
oh man! Wow, look at
Yes,
that!
just all of a sudden, a 6'5" wizard just
Wizard.
appears behind my mother.
No, that's not how this. He doesn't have teleport.
He
can't do
appears behind your mother and just he opens his mouth and it's just holy light is coming out and it's astronaut in the ocean playing.
My mother and I both jump back. What the fuck?
Not really. That's not actually what happens.
All right.
It was a jump scare.
Let's get back on track.
I'm just like, stop doing
All
that.
right, let's get back on
Please.
track. All right, I'm gonna deafen now. Hold on. I'm not deafen.
All right.
Well, there he
That
goes.
was the correct
Oh,
one.
and he's gone.
Yeah. Go
I'm
figure
still
it.
here.
All
Yeah,
right,
he's
let's
still
go. Let's go.
Darling, it's very sweet that you want to make me happy right now, but
I
it's
mean,
a lot more complicated for me. Because I know I have a lot of life left. I'm still not that old. But going into my second century, I thought I'd have your father by my side. It's just a lot to take in.
yeah. Anyway, a tear comes out my eye, and I wipe it away real quick, and I'm like, I give my mom a hug, and then I leave.
She hugs you back.
Yeah.
Just be safe, okay?
I will. I'll send
All right.
a letter every time we get somewhere.
I
Good luck. She essentially pushes you out of the door. Go be with
Bye.
people.
Bye. Leave.
I'm outside. It's like, you had a nice talk with your mother?
Yeah, and somehow, Yosuke was there?
No.
What? Yosuke is right over there.
He was not there, Ryan.
He was not there. I was just joking.
All right.
No, he was, but he wasn't at the same time.
No, not Freud's Jonskeg.
That is not Freud. I don't think.
Did I stutter, Eric?
Why did you say Freud?
Because everything in that sentence was incorrect.
All right. All right. So I'm still holding the hoof. Do I know that this is Herb's hoof?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got an engraving on it.
All right. All right. So I'm still holding it. I'm like obviously deeply saddened.
I walk up to Arbor and just put my hand on his shoulder. Even though it's quite the reach.
I'm laying down, so it's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
It's still quite the
It's still quite the reach.
No.
We're just taking out the emotion in this scene.
I put my hand on his hand, and I tell him, and I'm like, I want you to do something with me.
Whatever you need.
And I take out my quarterstaff, and I dig a hole with my quarterstaff. I place the hoof in. I tell him to push the dirt over onto the hoof.
Okay.
I start engraving with my quarterstaff into the dirt. My family symbol for the pendulum. And then I add an extra symbol with family. And I create another, and I create a, what was it? Sorry. And I create a seed pod of a tree. And I put it into the ground and then cover it up. That's it. I get up. I walk away.
As you stand up and walk away, this group around you take a minute, you breathe in, and then deeper into the city as you turn away from your son.
Yep.
You see in an alley 2 people walk in. You see the glint of steel on one of the belts. That's where I'm going to leave the session.
All right.
To be continued.
It'd be very, very interesting indeed.
There was a lot of feelings in this session.
Yeah,
There was.
but it was a
feelings, mostly
lot.
laughter.
There was laughter.
I don't know
sorrow.
about that. There was like that whole beginning section.
There was a lot of out of character laughter.
Yeah.
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 The dragon tearing it.
You know, Snowskate somehow ending up behind me when I didn't even know he was following me.
Nothing personal, kid.
Bruh. There were
I like
so
to-
many there were so many moments.
I like to present Yosuke appearing as a hallucination from time to time when he's not supposed to be
He's
there.
just a sleep paralysis
He's
demon.
He may or may not slightly be a stalker.
We're
I,
not sure.
I mean, that's probably
When,
just me trying to have my moments, but I should probably wait for those to come.
Ryan.
Yeah, those will
Yeah.
come in time. This was, I mean, in the aftermath of a dragon attack, it's going to be focused on the people who were directly affected.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll have your time.
It may be a few
Anyway,
sessions.
I have a
thank
quick-
you guys so much for watching. I
This
hope
was
you
a
liked
lot
it.
of fun.
Again, technical difficulties, bumps and bruises as we start a new campaign. However, we're hoping to get this set, and we will hopefully be running this every Wednesday.
You know, technical difficulties forgetting to unmute everyone in the call.
Happens from time to time. However, unless you all have something else that you'd like to say,
No.
Go follow me on Leftover Boomer.
I
That's my
guess we're
Twitch
plugging.
channel.
Alright, I guess we're plugging. Follow me on _. I'll be streaming Arbor's perspective of this. I also will be starting every campaign or every session with a Arbor's journal entry, which is basically I'm hoping to refine it, because right now it's an HTML, HTML, CSS, JS thing. I'm hoping to refine it so it's not like as heavy, and also publish it on a website, maybe like NeoCities, Google Sites, or whatever, but like something free for me to buy or free for me to use, but also free for you guys to use. Yes.
Exactly. And hopefully that will be one of the things that we can release to you all. In addition, we hopefully will have more character art for you guys to see that we can play for you.
I mean, I have half of my character.
Yes, you do. And in the meantime, stay safe, everyone. And
Yes.
it's not today, but remember, is it Monday yet? Is it Monday yet?
Is it Monday?
No, it's
Is that your
Good night,
outro?
everybody.
It's not. All right.
More mead.
More meat.
More meat.
That it is done.